Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay, and in this video we're going to cover 5 Pokemon fan games that have been really enjoyable to play. Huge props to the devs of these games, as it takes a lot of time and effort to make fan creations like this. There are many promising fan games out there, and this is only my opinion, so feel free to leave your own favorites in the comments below. Let's begin. To start things off, we have Pokemon Bushido, a game created for the Relic Castle Game Jam competition. Given the time limit to develop Pokemon Bushido, it has a lot to offer. You start off as a child of the Royal Samurai, grab a Pokemon and start your adventure to find your father. The game also includes Shadow Pokemon, which is a callback to Pokemon Colosseum. Bushido includes quite a few changes, clans acting as gyms, status effects mid-battle for difficulty, and even pop quizzes mid-battle that can raise or lower stats. Pretty neat, as it gives a tactical advantage for memorizing the lore of the region. Said lore also stems from the Japanese codes of Bushido, which is a pretty neat inspiration for a game. The graphics look stunning and the music breathes so much life into the game, as fitting music can play a big role in making a game memorable, establishing the tone of the region as a whole. Overall, Bushido has been great and offers a full story, having roughly 4 gyms worth of content and DLC, so it's definitely worth giving a try. Another recent game is the long-anticipated Pokemon Rejuvenation version 13. The best way to describe this game without spoilers is that it's probably the closest thing to if Pokemon was an anime. Wait, no, not that kind of anime. Not to mention you can play as other characters at times. As for the gameplay, I love how the devs created a ton of features that they didn't have to make, be it achievements or 3 different modes of difficulty. Here for the story or new to the game, casual mode. Want an extra challenge on the second playthrough? Intense mode. There is also custom challenges such as monolocking if you want to be challenged further. A bunch of things are also added from 18 gyms, Reborn inspired field effects, Rift Pokemon, and recently added regional forms. My favorite thing, ironically, is the custom mechanics like this. I mean, like, look at this. The side quests also have stories that continue with the main game, giving useful items to help with your journey. It's hard to get bored, as there's multiple story arcs that can be vastly different from one another. And there's literally a kingdom populated by Gumi. Definitely try this game. Pokemon Ash and Frost does a phenomenal job of setting the atmosphere of a cold metropolis. You are an officer turned detective, taking up cases with both regular people and even the Mafia. But what sets this game apart is how different the story is from a typical fan game. You also have a partner Pokemon called Truffles that can sniff for clues. The story does a great job with the grounded, flawed characters and add plot twists that are hard to predict. This is impressive storytelling, as connecting the dots can be more trivial than expected, while the answers make all too much sense. There are 14 cases, making this a long game while only getting better over time, with mechanics such as the case system changing the Pokemon formula in a way that is not only unique but isn't too difficult to get used to. Ash and Frost also has boss trainers instead of gyms, field effects, and a vast city that is quite unique from any other fan game out there. If you love the game Ace Attorney or would like to see a new perspective of Pokemon, then this game is most certainly for you. Next up, we have Pokemon Xenoverse, a game that you've probably heard of. There are so many things, from the animation to the soundtrack, that made it feel like a game from a full-on studio. As for the story, it starts off pretty normal. Parent X or Y is missing, so you, a probably still teenage kid, roam around multiple ecosystems and fight an evil team that looks like the members of Daft Punk. As for features, Pokemon Xenoverse has a multitude of new Pokemon, Pokemon dens, boss battles, and a full-on story on top of DLC, so be sure to stick around for the ending. Overall, this game has a lot of memorable moments and callbacks, so if you like those, then you'll definitely like this game. With the post-game now complete, Pokemon Insurgence now offers 2 regions and a long post-game. Insurgence does something notable in having 2 different ways the story is built, lighthearted and mature. As for features, they have regional forms and Delta Pokemon, new Mega Evolutions, and challenge modes that make for a nice variety of gameplay. You can also create custom secret bases, which is a neat callback to Pokemon Platinum, so be sure to give this and all other fan games out there a try. This channel is only in its infancy, but I'd love to quickly say that I really do appreciate you guys. I hope to upload as much as I can. I'd love suggestions for video ideas and to answer questions, so any support helps me cover topics like this. I mean, there are so many games not on this list that would be covered in future videos, so yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you, and see you in the next video.